This is Warren Shaw, Dime Magazine, here with Greivis Vasquez of the New Orleans Hornets. Greivis, you really came on towards the latter part of last season, and then coming into this season, there was some question of whether or not you'd start. The team drafted Austin Rivers. Did any of that bother you, or did you feel like you needed to prove yourself coming into training camp?
Well, no, not really. None of that bothered me, but I had a chip on my shoulders, and I always had it before, so I went into training camp thinking, this is a great chance for me to make it clear, that I want to be the starting point guard for this team. Now they're giving me the ball, and it was hard at first. It was really tough because coming off the bench, being a backup point guard is a lot different when you're a starting point guard. Obviously, you have more pressure to deal with, and at first it was really tough for me to adjust. But now, I'm playing with a lot of confidence, and I'm happy. I'm not satisfied. I think I have so much room to get better, and I think Coach Williams knows that, and we all know that. But I think I'm heading in the right direction, and I'm heading in the right direction because I have teammates that care, teammates that understand, and we play great together. Now we find that chemistry, and obviously Coach Williams having a great amount of confidence on me, that's important too. So that's why I think now the whole process is just a little bit, it's more smooth for me than it was before. So now I just got to keep getting better, keep reading the game, keep using my size. Obviously everybody knows that I'm not the quickest point guard or the fastest or the most athletic point guard, but I can really use my size and use my brain and pick guys apart by just playing, smart, and then utilizing my strength, which is my height, my size, and my vision.
Perfect. So would you say that those same attributes are kind of what you attribute your success to this season, that you came in with a chip on your shoulder, and then again, because you have the size that most point guards don't have, and the vision that they won't have because of your height, that's what you contribute your personal success to, or something else?
Well, I think it's about to impose your will. Sometimes you are going against the best point guards in the world. And I want to compete. I'm not afraid of failure, and that's why too is the confidence is really helping me. And like I say, you gotta know your limits, and I know my limitations. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm trying to do what's best for the team within our system. Sometimes I can score, sometimes I can, get. My main thing is just to get everybody better around me. I want to get AD better around me, get him the ball for him to be successful. Because, obviously he's our franchise player as well as Eric Gordon. But I think, I have been underdog my whole life, my whole career. So now people are starting to think about me a little bit different. And I feel like I haven't really get the respect that I need to get, but that comes with time, and that's why I got to keep being humble and keep working. Because in my head, I haven't done anything yet.
Wow, that's big words, man. I mean, again, as I said, I think a lot of people are going to like to hear this, and you have a great attitude about you. Kind of with that underdog mentality. Many players have improved seasons this season, but you're third in assists right now, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are talking about maybe it's like a Kemba Walker as most improved player. Does that award matter to you? Is that something that you're even considering or worried about this year?
I don't play for that, and I know people sometimes don't look at my work, and that don't bother me because when you do the right things, when you work, and when you do the right thing when nobody's watching, good things are going to come my way. I came to the league. I was the last auction on the team. Wasn't even playing. DMPs at times. And then the playoff came, and I heard my name call, and then I played extremely well against San Antonio. The whole series against OKC. Right. And then I got this job. And I played better last year than my rookie year. Now I'm the starting point guard playing well again and improving. So imagine what the future is going to look like if I keep working and keep understanding where I'm coming from. I'm not going to change anything. And at some point people are going to say, this kid is doing the right things to be one of the obviously in any team, and that's my goal. If I'm the most improved player, that would be great because you want recognition. But if I'm not, that's not going to change my work ethic or my thought process. We have a vision on this team, and it's being the playoffs, and for many more years to come. Obviously, it's going to be tough the next couple of years, but I think because we got a young team, but I think next year, and even we can make a run this year in the playoffs. It's not going to be easy, but I think we can do it, and we can show progress where we can be that team that we want to be, which is a playoff team that can make a run in the playoffs. And that's my vision. I'm other than that, whether Gamba or JJ Hickson or myself win the most improved player, that's something that I can't really control.
Okay. And, you're a pretty competitive guy, pretty fiery guy on the court. I mean, I've seen you hit a couple big shots, looking at the opposing benches, never showing anybody up, but just letting people know that you're kind of on the scene. What in that same mantra, what motivates you? How do you get ready for like today's a game day? Like, what's motivating you against today right now against the Spurs?
Man, playing Tony Parker, I know he's going to go at me. I know he's going to try to hit me out and take me out of my game because he's that good. So that motivates me. This is a good chance for me to show my game and to show people that I can compete at the highest level. Right. When you get an opportunity to play against a guy better and with more tradition in the NBA, more history, you're going to take advantage of that and make a name of yourself. And that's the way I look at it. I mean, every night I think I'm a backup point guard and I got to prove that I'm a starting point guard in this league. And that's why I go out there and I go hard because I got something to prove every day, and I think that's going to be my whole career, whether, I establish myself, which I will, as a starting point guard, and it's going to be like that because when you have that mentality where you haven't done anything, I think Kobe does it, the best player, LeBron does it, KD does it, Westbrook does it, I wouldn't say this, but I like Westbrook's attitude because he want to kill you. He wants to kill you. Yeah. And some people don't like it because he's arrogant, but that's just who he is, and that makes him that good, And that's who I am too. I wanna, obviously I know I'm athletic, and I don't jump out of the gym like he does, but picking my spots, I want to be like that. I want to let the other guy know, look, it's not gonna be an easy ride for you to tonight. It's gonna be tough for you to get what you want. So we're gonna have to compete, and that's what basketball is. That's what the NBA is all about, man.
Yeah, definitely. I want to ask you a couple questions about some of your teammates too and how you like playing with them. But first off, Monty Williams, as you mentioned, has been an influence on you. What's your relationship like with him, and does he allow you to call the players out there, or is he calling all the players from the sidelines?
Well, my relationship with him has been great, and as young as he is, as a head coach, he done a great job, man, because last year we only had like 7 or 8 guys, and we still were tough to beat. And we have a lot of injury problems. And this year we have a lot of injury problems throughout the beginning. Now he finally had a full healthy team, and we go 7 out of 9 the last 9 games.
Yep.
So this man can coach. This man can do it. He knows what he's doing, And now he got all his pieces healthy, which is important for him. So he don't have to maneuver or try to move things around, which is hard. When you got to do that in the NBA, it's not easy to win games like that. So now he got a rotation established. He knows what he can get from players, and obviously I got to follow his game plans, and I listen to his play call most of the time. But when I tell him, like, Coach, I see this on the court right now, let me run these plays because I see it, he let me. I build that trust. We build that trust. Not every time, I don't go out here like that, but most of the time when I do it, he'll let me run the play call.
All right.
So and that's growth, and that's why I'm playing with so much confidence, because when I do it every now and then and it works, it just keep building confidence on our team, and it keep building confidence between me and him.
True. I think that's perfect, man. It seems like you're picking your spots there, and I think that's definitely the way to go. You guys have, obviously you're a very young team, as you alluded to. With Gordon being out, do you feel like, well, to start the season, do you feel like you took on more of a leadership role? And then you're in I guess your third year. How do you feel like with the veterans too helping out? Did you take a lot more of a leadership role as a kind of a guy who's been here a little bit, or like the veterans like Roger Mason and stuff kind of help you out?
Well, I took a bigger role, definitely, as a leader on the court and off the court. But one guy that I really do appreciate, and I think he's a great mentor and a great teammate, is Roger Mason.
Yep.
He's been there, done that, and he got such a great reputation in this league. And he's one of those guys that does a lot of stuff that people don't see on their stats, and people don't see it because he's the one that will keep everybody together, talk to you, and I'm plus he's from DC, so I'm from DC too. I went to Maryland and I was in DC my whole life since I got here in the States. So we have a cool relationship. I'm really close to him. And he really helped me to be a good mentor, just to be a good leader. Just lead by, not only by example, but communicate, how to communicate with professional players. That's hard sometimes, at this level, especially when you're young. It's different when Team Duncan tells you, go out there and do this.
Right.
It's Team Duncan, you know what I mean? You don't have to say much. When it's Greivis Vasquez saying, hey, go out there, you can't say it like that because, like I say, I don't have enough leverage for me to say something like that in the NBA. So, I try to do it in a different way by just playing hard, competing, giving guys confidence, just sharing the ball, running the offense the right way, rotating defensively the right way, just doing the right things, and that's leadership right there. And that's one. And that's why I don't think our record identifies who we are. Because since I got to New Orleans, we have gone through a lot, man. And I think eventually it's going to really kick in, and we're going to start doing what we always thought we were going to be doing, which is winning games and fighting for a player spot.
True. Ryan Anderson is a guy in your locker room who's known to have a great personality. He's a new addition to your team. Can you talk about how Ryan has affected you and the openings he gives for you, definitely being a deadly three-point shooter?
Oh man, he's my man. He's my man. He's my man. This guy is my man. He's a game changer, man. He's big time. He can shoot the three ball. He can rebound the ball too. People underestimate him. He's a great rebounding guy, and he's such a big piece for us because he can. When you get a shooter like that, he can open the floor for you so much. So sometimes when I score a lot of points, it's because they don't want to leave him. So my reads offensively are easier because I know they ain't going to leave it, so I can drive it and I can create for others. And then when he's open and I find it, I know so he gives me 4 or 5 assists a game. He's hot. That's important. 5 assists a game, that's tough. Not every point guard average 5 assists a game. You know what I mean? And this guy can give you 5 a night, and any given night. So this guy is a huge. He don't get enough recognition. Obviously, we're playing in a small market, but everybody on this team, and I know the whole city of New Orleans, do appreciate what he does for us, and we are thankful that we have him on our team, and we're looking forward for the future.
Cool. Couple more for you, Greivis, before I let you go. Hope I'm not taking up too much of your time. With rookie Anthony Davis there, how is it like playing with him, and have you guys done any, kind of rookie pranks that you wouldn't mind sharing with me? Anything that was kind of funny that you did?
No, man. Playing with him is a privilege. It's a privilege for me and us. Unfortunately, he got injured. He got injured at the beginning of the season, which set him back a little bit. What I like about him is that he's always smiling. He's always happy. He's a happy kid,
right?
And that's contagious, And I like his attitude, the way he approaches the game, how professional he is, and he's one of those guys that gets there first, leaves last, love working on his game. He is going to be a special, and it's hard to say it loud because sometimes you don't want people to, I don't think he want to hear that, but I think he's going to be special in this league, all-star caliber, super all-star caliber, and I'm just hoping that have the privilege to play with him many years because he's really going to be that type of player, you know. And like I said, I've seen how he's changing for better and better every day, and it's just a pleasure playing with him, man.
True.
I know, and any rookie proms, you know, he gets the USA Today every day for bronze, and you know, sometimes when we go out to eat, we make him pay. He don't say much. He's really cool. He don't complain too much.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And, you know, a couple last two questions. Playing in New Orleans obviously comes with a lot of responsibility, you know, in the wake of, you know, Hurricane Katrina a couple years ago. And that community, I think, is still definitely rebuilding. What efforts are you involved in to kind of, you know, get out in the community and help out and, you know, let them know that New Orleans is your team? And obviously you guys are going with a name change. I guess next season will be called the Pelicans.
Yeah, well, we do a lot, man. I think our staff, the people that works in the office, well, we do a lot for the community. The other day we went to a meet and greet at the areas that, you know, they're really struggling, humble areas, and they got a new outdoor court, and I was there playing with the kids, and the mayor was there, and you know, now that I'm probably going to establish myself here, I really want to have camps. I really want to hit the Hispanic community because the Hispanic community is huge in New Orleans. And, you know, I like the city of New Orleans. The fans are really loyal. Even though we struggle, they still come to our games. They cheer. You know, they there for you. And then I identify myself with that, you know, because even, you know, sometimes we have a tough loss, and I go out to it with my family, and the people and the fans goes like, "GV, man, way to go! You guys fighting. You guys keep fighting for us, and we like that." And I think they recognize that, so that makes us, especially myself, want to go out there to the community and do even more community work, you know, because I think that's very important. We can't forget about, you know, the people that don't have the privilege that we have playing in the NBA, and especially after the Katrina thing and all that. So we do a lot. We do a lot of community service, and we help the community a lot. Obviously, not enough, but I think we can do more.
Perfect. And, you know, you mentioned Tony Parker and Westbrook as, you know, some guys that you like going against, but who would you say you like playing against the most? Who gets you really amped up? Like, you know, when this night you know you're going to give it to him, he's going to give it to you. Who's your favorite matchup in the league?
I like going against Chris Paul, man.
Yeah.
This guy is, you know, I grew up watching him play. I'm talking about, I went to his camp. I'm watching him Wake Forest. Even when he was in high school, he got 60-some points. I mean, I know his whole career. I'm now playing against him, and you know, after he was a starting point guard for New Orleans, it's just big time, man. And obviously, I get up for any match, but that's one of those matches that you're looking forward to because he's, to me, the best point guard in the league right now.
Outstanding. Do you think you have a go-to move, Greivis? Do you think you have like a move, is it the step back? Is it the crossover dribble? Like, what's your favorite go-to move offensively?
You know, it's hard for me to say I have a go-to move because I'm crafty. You know, sometimes I'll be doing stuff and I'll be like, how in the world I'll be doing that? You know, so I know like that athletic guys, like, you know, got to step back, jump or not, just crafty. You know, sometimes people know that I'm gonna go right, and I make my move to get to my right hand, and when I get to my right hand, most of the time it's a wrap because, you know, I'm very effective going right, and that's my go-to move, man.
That's perfect. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. You know, article should be out, you know, probably by the end of this week. And, you know, definitely I'm going to hit you up on Twitter and tag you. And, again, hopefully you like it, man. I really appreciate taking the time. Keep working hard, man. I think you're doing a great job. That team is really building. You've had a couple of really big wins lately, like you said, 7 out of the last 9, and things are going very well, man. So congratulations and best of luck to you in the future.
Thank you, man. I appreciate your help, man. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too, man. Good luck tonight.